Hi, and welcome back to the Listening Window, where you can improve your English listening and speaking skills through powerful, emotional, and suspenseful stories. Today's story is called The Apartment Upstairs. It's a deeply personal and mysterious journey told from a first-person perspective. As always, remember that you can download the full script, vocabulary list, quiz, answer key, and a bonus writing prompt from the link in the description below. Let's begin. I moved into this apartment because it was quiet, at least. That's what the landlord promised me when I signed the lease. "You'll hardly hear a thing," he said with a smile, handing me the keys. "The woman upstairs keeps to herself." That was perfect for me. After years of city noise, breakups, and burnout, I needed peace. I just wanted to write, drink tea, and recover from everything I'd left behind. The first week was wonderful. Mornings were slow and silent. Evenings were spent under warm blankets with soft jazz playing in the background. I barely heard a sound from above. Just the occasional footsteps, soft, steady, like someone pacing slowly. But then, things changed. IT started on a Wednesday night. I was lying on the couch, halfway through a novel, when I heard something crying. It was faint, but it carried through the ceiling like a whisper. A slow, heartbreaking sob, muffled by walls and space, but still clear enough to stir something in my chest. I sat up and listened. It went on for maybe 10 minutes, then stopped. I didn't think much of it. We all have bad days, right? But then it happened again the next night. Same time, same soft, sorrowful crying, and again the night after that. Each time, I felt more unsettled. On Friday, I knocked on her door. I just wanted to check in. Maybe bring her some tea. I stood there holding a mug and a polite smile, waiting to... No answered. I knocked again. Nothing. I bent down and listened. No footsteps, no movement. Nothing but the deep silence of an empty hallway. I left the tea at her doorstep and went back downstairs. That night, the crying didn't stop. It went on for hours. I couldn't sleep. I tossed and turned, pillow over my ears, heart beating too fast. It wasn't just sadness I heard now, it was pain. Deep, raw, and echoing. The next morning, the mug was still there. Untouched. That's when I went to the landlord. "There must be something wrong," I said. "Can you check on her?" He looked confused. "Who?" "The woman upstairs," I said. "Apartment 302. He frowned. "That place has been empty for months. Since last winter. No one lives there." I laughed, thinking he was joking. "Come on. I hear her every night." He didn't laugh. "I'm serious," he said. "No one's rented that unit since." "Well, since what happened?" I froze. "What happened?" He hesitated, then spoke quietly. "A woman lived there. Her name was Anna. She was quiet, kept to herself. Her husband left her. She didn't have anyone else. One day, she just stopped coming out." He paused. "They found her weeks later. She'd taken too many pills. It was awful." I didn't say anything. I couldn't. I sealed the unit, he added. No one's been up there since. I walked back to my apartment, my mind spinning. Had I imagined it all? The crying? The footsteps? That night, I stayed awake, waiting at 8:17 a.m. The crying started again. This time, I recorded it. I played it back over and over. It was there clear as day. A woman's sobs, drifting through the ceiling. I wasn't imagining it. The next day, I called a friend who worked in audio. He cleaned up the sound, filtered the background noise. When he sent it back, I listened. There was something else in the recording, a voice. Faint, barely audible. It said my name, over and over, whispering it through tears. Lena. Lena, help me. I dropped the phone. I didn't sleep that night. I sat on the couch, lights on, waiting for something, anything, to explain what was happening. 8:03 a.m. The crying stopped, and the footsteps began. Not soft or slow this time, but heavy, frantic, running. I ran out of my apartment. Up the stairs, to her door. It was open. The room inside was cold, dark, empty. Dust coated the floor. Cobwebs clung to the ceiling. There was no furniture, no lights. Just a broken mirror leaning against the wall. I walked inside, heart racing. In the mirror, I saw her, a woman with hollow eyes and long black hair, standing behind me. I turned around, and no one was there. I ran. I didn't look back. I stayed at a friend's place after that. Just for a few nights, I told myself. But I never went back. I ended the lease, moved across town, found a new apartment, top floor, no one above me. Sometimes, though, when it's really quiet, I still hear the crying. Thank you for listening to The Apartment Upstairs on the Listening Window. If you enjoyed the story and want to practice your English more deeply, download the full learning pack with the script, vocabulary list, quiz, answer key, and a bonus writing prompt. You'll find the link in the description. And don't forget to comment below. How would you end this story? What do you think happened to Lena and Anna? Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and keep listening.